Good morning. On behalf of the President of Marine Corps University and the Commanding General of Education Command, Brigadier General Hennigan, and the Vice President of the College of Distance Education and the Director of the College of Distance Education and Training, Mr. Terry Kerrigan, and the Dean of the College of Distance Education and Training, Dr. John Himlaveland, Mr. Mark Shigley, the Regional Director for the Quantico region. I am Gary Smith, the Regional Chief Instructor for the Enlisted Seminars for the Quantico region. Welcome to the graduation of the 1 TAC 23. The 1 TAC 23 graduation class consists of the Advanced School Seminar Program, the Career School Seminar Program, and the Sergeant School Seminar Program. To the students, congratulations on your journey of completing your professional military education. Over the last 15 weeks, we have honed in on 3 areas: leadership and ethics, administration and communications, and most importantly, warfighting. Now, we have definitely honed in on your ability to critical think and all those subjects. Most importantly, we wasn't trying to teach you on what to think, but we certainly was trying to teach you on how to think, the process. And so we want to say congrats from your instructor staff to you all. Congrats on a job well done. Now you have to go back and go forth and continue to educate and lead our Marines. Well, I'm not going to belabor the hour here this morning. I'd like to introduce our graduation guest speaker for the 1 TAC 23 cycle. Well, let me tell you a little bit about the guest speaker this morning. He comes from Marine Barracks, Washington, D.C., the oldest post of the Corps, the home of the Commandant, and now it's the home of the Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps as well. So, Sergeant Major Dorsey. Now, think about this, because he's getting ready to give you some pearls and gems that's going to make you successful for your Marine Corps career as you continue to climb the ladder of success. Sergeant Major Dorsey, his record sticks out. With 4 years in the Marine Corps, he found himself at Parris Island as a Marine drill instructor. Now, anybody that's been around the Corps for a long time know that 4 years of service and you go down to become a drill instructor, probably one of the hardest assignments that we have in the Corps, one of a few. And but 4 years of service, that tells you right there, this guy is a go-getter. This guy is a critical thinker. This guy takes initiative. He don't allow it to come to him. He goes and get it, which is indicative in his record. Because if you look at his record, former Staff NCO Academy instructor, former Staff NCO Academy instructor. Now he's getting ready to speak to the students that's graduating their enlisted professional military education. Because being at the academy as a former director, myself, they have to stand and deliver every day in front of the students, and also they're being critiqued by their peers daily. So that should tell you about the character of the graduation guest speaker. Meritoriously promoted to gunnery sergeant. No, gunnery sergeant, meritoriously promoted. So that tells you about his initiative and his drive and his exceptional ability to critical think. But what's so impeccable? He's also the recipient of the Gerald C. Thomas Leadership Award and also the Sergeant Major Dan Daly Leadership Award. Now, this is very indicative of the Marine. This person clearly is a critical thinker, both from an intuitive and analytical perspective, because he's demonstrated that in his record. But I want to tell you my observation of Sergeant Major Dorsey over the years, and from talking from his peers across the Corps, he is a servant leader, meaning that he understands that he is here to serve. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you all Sergeant Major Dorsey, the Marine Barracks, Washington, D.C. Sergeant Major.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right.
Well, thank you very much for those kind words. I tell you, it's been a long time coming. I appreciate you. You've always been a mentor to me, and I just want to say thank you for all the way that you paved it for me to even get to where I'm at now today. And to One Tech 23, it's truly a humbling experience to be here today to talk to you all. Whether you're a sergeant, staff sergeant, or gunnery sergeant, it is truly a blessing. And it's a humble experience for me to even run my soup cooler to you all. I just have a couple of things I want to share with you prior to me getting off this platform. I'm proud of you first and foremost for getting thus far. Congratulations on your success in completing the task which you yet had at hand. But I will want to talk to you about a couple of things that could pertain to leadership. And there's many types of leaders in the world. But today I'm going to leave your acronym with you, better known as LIT. Lead, inspire, and train. Your Marines need to be led by you. That which means you have to lead by example. All the tools that you have yet gained in your toolbox for this short snippet of time, you yet utilize that by training your replacements. Because someone's going to replace you just like someone's going to replace me. I have less years ahead of me than I have behind. Therefore, I'm looking for you all, as my daggone Marines in the past, I want you to daggone take my position. But I need you to challenge yourself each and every day, physically, mentally. Each day, when you train your Marines, you want to take them to the next level. You want to leave them better off than where you found them. And that's just like almost like the recruiter concept, where we take a young man and we make them a Marine and we make them a much better American citizen than where they were before we got them. But with that being said, I need you all to understand you need to be a thermostat leader. A thermostat leader is the one that sets the environment. A thermostat's on the wall. You set the environment, you put it at 60 degrees. Everything that you set it to comes conducive to where you set it. Now, I say that to say this. When you walk into the room, you illuminate it. As a non-commissioned officer, staff non-commissioned officer, you make the environment change. You shift the command climate, how you conduct and carry yourself as a Marine leader, leading by example. I tell you that is because you have some leaders who are like thermostats, and you have some who are like thermometers. The thermometer leadership, it goes up when it's hot, down when it's cold, but it's inconsistent. And today we have a lot of inconsistent leaders. But I'm asking you all and challenging you all to do not be that guy or gal. I want you to be that thermostat leader where you set the tone and you set the environment to where you make it, which means you make it better, your units better, your Marines better, your officers better, because you have the tools in your toolbox now to get them there. Inspire. The Marines should inspire to be just like you. With that being said, I have many other devil dogs in my past that I looked up to when I was a young private. And I was a young devil dog, and it was a sergeant major by the name of Sergeant Major Donnie Barrett. There was a young sergeant at the time, Sergeant Major Paulette Newcomb. And I looked back and I said, man, they inspired me. I want to be just like them when I grow up. The day that I pinned on Sergeant Major Donnie Barrett came down to Paris Island after 40 years almost being on that island after he left there from recruit training. He's retired now. He came down to pin me on Sergeant Major. That's how much he inspired me, from a Private Dorsey to a Sergeant Major Dorsey. And I tell you that because, hey, it happens. You got what it takes. And I'm telling you right now, I'm so humbled that I'm going to have that guy in my life. And he set that example. And I'm continuing to set that bar for him because he led me. And now it's time for me to pave the way for others. And with that being said, last word, train. All the tools that you received in your toolbox from these outstanding instructors or facilitators. I'm telling you all right now, don't just take it and call it a check in a box, because it's no longer a check in a box. I want you to get out there and lead by example by yet going back to school, educating yourself to do better mentally. Challenge yourself to go out there and take a little college class here and there, and over time, you will have your degree. Because the time of old is past. Time of now is a strategic and a much critical thinker. I need you to think. I need you to get ahead of the ball game. And don't wait till the last minute at your 30-year mark talking about to go to college. It is too late. So with that being said, I wish you the best, and may God keep you all. Semper Fidelis, and I look forward to seeing you real soon. And take the fight to the enemy and win, because that's what we do, and the fight is yet coming. Semper Fi. Hoorah.
Thank you, Sergeant Major. Good job, well done. All right.
Thank you very much, sir.
To the class 1 TAC 23, this concludes the graduation. Semper Fidelis.